Okay, so we're back with this whole lawn mowing thing. We're gonna do some different kinds of math. Just kind of remind you, you should have done this one first. Um, we got our lawn mowing business. We came up with this startup cost, $10,150. It's probably not enough money. Um, what I want to hang on to here is the $10,150, and we're gonna erase this other stuff. We already did this. Okay, so lawn mowing. Our total cost, $10,150. So let's talk about kind of like, you know, when you're doing some planning, and in this business, it's very possible that you can just go around and ask people hey man, can I borrow some money, and start this up without going to a bank. Go to a bank, you definitely got to know your numbers. But either way, you have to know when you have a chance of paying this stuff off, and it's important to do the math, okay, before you just head out, start borrowing money, start buying stuff. You may be in for a surprise. Like right now, try to think, gosh, how long would it take me? How many lawns would I have to mow to pay for all this stuff? Well, let's figure it out. So, some lawns are going to be small, some lawns are going to be large, some are going to be medium sized. Let's just come up with kind of we need a number to use, and let's say that we have small lawns, we have medium lawns, and we have large lawns, and we charge $25, we charge $40, we charge $50. And let's say that of all the lawns you mow, they kind of we're going to take an average is what we're going to do. An average is adding all these things together, which we get. What do we get? We get 5. Bring that down. 9 plus 2 is 11. So we get 115. We're going to divide that by 3. Okay, this is how to create an average, and we use averages a lot. We use averages estimating, making decisions. So we have 3 different measurements. So that's why we divide by 3. And when we do that, we get $38 average amount we take in from customers. This is called revenue. Sales revenue. Okay. So once we have that $38, we need to start thinking, okay, and this is just some basic estimating. We have $38 on average that we take in from the customer. Well, we know we got gas to pay for, we got, every so often you're going to have a breakdown of things. This is not even factoring in your truck interest on your truck, or your insurance payments on the truck, because you're also going to use it, I'm sure, as your regular transportation. So let's not worry about all that right now. But what we should do is we should subtract. I kind of figured about $7 of each for each lawn. You're doing the work. You're gonna get paid. There's no help. It's just you. But trash bags and gas and an occasional thing of trimmer line or whatever the case, $31 is what you actually, on average, get to keep to put toward paying off this $10,150. So if we were to do that math, let's do that. Okay, so 10,000. So here's the question. Question is, so this here, we're going to call this. This is our our contribution margin, not margarine, contribution margin. Why do they call it a contribution margin? Because it's the money that's left over, taken from the customer. Okay, this number here is a cost of, we'll call it here, cost of the service. $31 left over to contribute to paying that off. Okay, so let's do that. $10,150. Let's divide that. Okay, we need to figure out how many lawns. So here's the question. How many lawns at $31, we'll call this profit for now. Not really the right use of the word. It's more like gross profit, but at $31 profit, will it take to pay $10,150 off? Okay, so we'll do this in green. It's kind of too much blue here, but this here is, it's pretty simple. 10,150 divided by $31 at $31, and we get equal sign. We get 327.419. So there it is. Let's just call it, because you're not really going to mow a half a lawn. We're going to round that up to 328. 328 lawns. 328 lawns. Grass only grows what? April, May, June, July, August, September, October. You got some business in the fall with leaves and stuff, I imagine. Divide this. Here's your question. Actually, we'll make this an assignment. How many days at five lawns per day? How many days? How many days? If you cut 5 lawns a day, how many days would it take you to cut that many lawns? That's part of your assignment. Good luck.